It is basically summer, but the FDA, CDC, drug makers, they have eyes on fall and vaccine season too, including the latest formula to protect against COVID. Joining us now, Upstate Global Health Director, Dr. Stephen Thomas. Always good to see you, sir. Thanks for being with us.
It's great to see you.
I know we've eased back on COVID regulations, but how much is COVID still a health concern these days?
Yeah, you know, fortunately, we're in a very good spot right now. So nationally, there's still about 100, maybe 120 deaths a week. In New York State, it's anywhere between 10 and 20 deaths a week. And in central New York, we have probably about one person a week that's being admitted to the hospital. And in two of the major hospitals here, the census from COVID is anywhere between 0 and 10. So COVID activity is pretty low, but it's still out there, obviously, because people are getting infected, and some at-risk people are ending up in the hospital. But overall, we're in a good spot.
Good, that's good. It looks like FDA has determined the formula it wants drug makers to use in the next vaccine. What is it, and why should people get this vaccination when it's available to them?
Right. So what we have seen from the 23-24 season is that what they chose, they made a good choice. But like this virus likes to do, it has continued to evolve. So one thing they noted was that the last season's vaccine, it did what it was supposed to do, which was lower the risk of people getting symptomatic infection, getting critical illness, and ending up in the hospital and dying. And, you know, that reduced risk was equivalent across different age groups. But what they've seen is that the variants that are circulating now, and they're in these KP families and JN families, what they've seen is that these viruses are really significantly different than what we've seen in the XBB family. And so, yeah, so it made sense that they made a change, and so they kind of unanimously agreed upon this JN1 component to be the single component of the 24-25 season. And you can think of it this way: think of a tree with lots of branches, and the main root of the tree is JN1, and then all the branches are the things that are circulating around the country right now. So to make a JN1 vaccine, it should get all those other variants that are circulating.
Love the analogy. When roughly would you expect this next COVID vaccine to be available to us?
Yeah, they committed to mid-August.
Oh, okay.
That's what so that's what the two of the vaccine manufacturers said. We'll have it to you by mid-August. The other said we'll have it to you right after you approve it.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so we should expect end of the summer.
Okay. Yeah. So with that said, would there be any reason for someone right now to get the current COVID vaccine, if it's even still available? I don't even know if you could walk in and get it anywhere right now.
Yeah, I mean, if so, there's a lot to that question that would have to be unpacked. But I would say that if living in central New York with the activity, the very low activity that we have now, unless you were somebody that was in a high-risk group, or you were somebody that participated in very high-risk activities. So, you know, let's say you're working in a hospital that's got a lot of COVID patients, which we don't have right now. Then I think you can do routine personal protective measures, basically being smart of where you go and what you do, and you can probably wait until that fall formulation. Okay. That being said, it's an individual decision, and people should consult with their clinicians about how they feel about getting vaccinated or not getting vaccinated, waiting, not waiting.
So last question, and I know people around here were pretty interested in this that I was going to ask you. Moderna has announced some success in late-stage trial of a shot that combines both the flu and COVID vaccine into one shot. How close are we to having that as an option, and who else is working on this? Pfizer, other drug makers?
Yes, there's a number of different groups that are working on that, and we are actually working on it with Pfizer. So there are a lot of potential benefits from this, and you can imagine what they are. Just, one needle, one arm. There can be cost benefits. There can be all sorts of benefits. But it really comes down to, is it safe? And is it well tolerated, and does it do what it's supposed to do? And the Moderna data would seem to indicate, at least their combination vaccine, it is as well tolerated as the individual flu and COVID vaccines, but it had a better immune response, both to the flu and to SARS-CoV-2, which is the virus that causes COVID. So I have no doubt that they're going to pursue a regulatory approval, and I have no doubt that this is going to be made available, if not for this upcoming season, maybe during the season. And I think there's going to be other groups that come behind them on this, because there's a lot of folks working on it, because there's just lots of benefits to combining things versus having two shots and one in each arm.
Yeah, we will watch closely for sure. Dr. Thomas, always great to have you. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.